All right, well, welcome. Oh, thank you, Kim.
Okay.
Got it.
Let me turn it down.
Hi, Shirley, welcome.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so we're just gonna mute everyone, and then we're gonna just get through this. I'm just talking about how the patches work, and that the patches basically are frequency impregnated organic crystals that activate the body's ability to be able to heal itself. It activates the copper peptide called GHK, which is known. It is known to reset more than 4,000 genes to a younger and healthier state within a 24-hour period. This is really amazing, because this is our body's ability to be able to rejuvenate itself, to be able to become younger, to gain more energy, more vitality as we live longer. This is what, in regenerative medicine, they call a health span. When you start to have, the length of time that you live is full of health and vitality. And that's what we're talking about here. So by activating our body's GHK copper peptide, which, as I was saying, it declines with age. So for some reason, when we hit that age 25, a lot of substances that the body naturally makes and those processes that the body naturally does that keeps us young and healthy and repairs wounds really fast, the stem cells that the body makes that we call those magic cells, or those master cells that heal and repair whatever is needed in the body, all of that starts to decline around age 25. And so by the time we're in our 50s and 60s, we've lost a lot of that ability. And that is the process called aging, when the body is not able to heal and repair itself. It is not a natural process. And we're starting to learn that now, because now we know that we can activate the body's own stem cells naturally using light. And that's what these little patches do. They activate that copper peptide, which in turn resets those more than 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. And that calls up the body to start making stem cells being those master cells, those magic cells that can go anywhere in the body and heal and repair. And this is something that we came into the world with, this divine intelligence that the body has always known how to do. But over time, it loses its ability to do that for probably a lot of reasons, probably stresses in life and, lifestyle, diet, all kinds of things that can affect the body's ability to do what it was naturally meant to do. So with these little patches, when we wear them, they actually start to activate our stem cells, and we start to see the benefits of that. And that's what we share in our testimonials. And so let's go into the testimonials. And then after that, Lurleen is going to tell us all about how these patches are worn and things that you're supposed to do when you start to wear these patches and use this technology, this light technology. All right, so let's start off with our testimonials for tonight, and I'm going to call on Valerie. Valerie is here for the first time. Valerie is a preferred customer. She's someone that Janet signed up. Valerie, welcome. You can unmute yourself, or Kim, you can unmute Valerie. Or I'll unmute. One of us unmute.
Can you hear me now?
All right, we can hear you now.
Yes, this is week 4 for me. And I started noticing within that first week, getting out of bed, I was not in a lot of pain. I thought I needed a new mattress. I thought, because my back was just hurting. I get out of bed, I have less pain, no pain out of bed. I'm able to have, my memory has increased because I started losing a little memory. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm going into dementia or something. And I also feel I have a lot more energy. There are things that I've been putting off, and now I get up, move, and do it. And knee pain, it's decreasing. I had difficulty going up and down steps. And now that I have been on the stem cell patch, I'm able to, I used to look at steps and say, no, I don't feel like this. And I have two elderly parents that I have to help take care of. And they have steps, they have a chair lift. And I said, you're not going to use that chair lift. Even this was before the stem cell patch. Now I just walk up and down. It's a little pain, but nowhere near the pain that I had. So I'm increasing, and I'm looking forward to see what next month is going to bring, because I'm very pleased with this first 4 weeks on the patch. So I applaud you, Janet, for introducing this to me, and I love it. I'm done.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, okay, so when you started using the patch, you were suffering from knee pain. You had some
Lower back pain.
lower back pain
Back
too.
pain. Yes, and a lack of energy. So
And a
now
lack of
those
energy.
things have been turning around for me.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Did you notice like anything? Has it taken the 4 weeks for you to really notice the changes, or did you?
No, within week 1, a couple days, I started noticing a difference.
Wow.
So I'm very happy.
That is absolutely amazing. Thanks for sharing that. And have
Oh.
you considered your parents for the patches?
I did. I was actually supposed to be with my dad over his house, but I wasn't able to get there today. But next Monday, I will have him join in, because he does have a lot of pain. My mother, she's kind of scary. She needs to talk to her doctor. But my father, I believe they're 91 and 90 and 91. So he's 91. So I believe that he will jump on board once he hears the testimonies, and he hears the process of how to use the patch and what's in the patch.
Well, that's awesome. We've got at least one person here in the room who has, you know, a 90-something-year-old parent who is on the patch. And
Oh.
so Valores can, you know,
Give me a little insight.
You know, yeah, absolutely. If you care to share, Valores. You have to unmute yourself.
Hi, my mom is 92. She is going to be 93 in November. And she is on the patches and has, she's been using them since April, toward the end of April. And the thing that, well, I see a number of things with her and that she will attest to, but one of the really interesting things for me to watch her at being this age is, I've told the story last year, we had a mosquito net around our patio furniture, but it required leaning down all the way to the bottom, zipping it up to go inside. So she wouldn't go inside. She would sit on one of the benches outside. And the other day, well, we got a new gazebo, which is even better. It's a beautiful room. And I went outside in the morning and she was sitting inside having her cup of coffee. And I thought, how did you do that? How'd you get in there? Well, she leaned down and pulled up the zipper and went in and pulled it back down so that no mosquitoes would come in. And it's just, I mean, to me, that's just so amazing. It just happened. And all of a sudden we noticed. But she had some aches and pains, which are now gone. And there are 4 generations of my family that are on the patches. I have my mother, my daughter, and my grandchild, and she used it on her jaw for cavities that she had. And she's an engineer who's just really into, I don't want to hear about all that other stuff, but she was in pain and she tried the patch and it worked. So, now she's open to using it. So I I just, it's not too late at any age for any of us to start re-stimulating our stem cells to make more. So I think when I get that age, I certainly want to be able to still be growing, still be improving, as long as I'm here. So I wish the same for your parents. If they don't want to live in a state of pain and all the other things that people tell us come along with old age, this is a miraculous opportunity for them to do their lives differently.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful
welcome.
way of putting it
Yes.
too, that this is, aging is something that, our society has, just kind of bought into as being something that's natural, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, yes, we live longer, and yes, the body gets older, but getting older doesn't mean that, you have to accept being broken down and that everything's going to fall apart, and that sickness is part of it, and disease is part of it, and loss of memory is part of it. That is not a natural process of aging at all.
Yeah.
So, we're changing the way we think about that, and changing the way we look at that, and we're changing the way we live. We are the examples that aging is something that, throughout your lifetime, we all should have energy, vitality, clarity, everything that we would expect to have have a healthy and wholesome and beautiful life, a joyful life, everything, strength, vitality, everything. So overall sense of well-being. So Harvey, welcome. You're here for the first time. And you are also on the patch. So would you like to unmute and say, share anything?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, hello everybody. Well, I like the patch. I usually put it on the spine, top of my neck, because I've been in a lot of car accidents and my spine and neck be hurting me a lot, So when I put that on, it just alleviate all the pain back there, and it just makes it getting in and out of the car. I'm a truck driver. It makes it getting in and out very easily without any pain. And I do a lot of driving, so when I get up, my back don't be hurting as much. And my lady friend, but she had a knee problem, knee was hurting her. And we was coming back from Georgia. She put a patch on. And I tell you, that one patch, I just asked her a few minutes ago, how do her knee feel? She told me she have no more pain, And that been about 3 weeks ago, And like I said, so far it's marvelous. I love it, Look forward to getting some more and letting other people try it. Okay, that's it.
How long have you been on the patch, Harvey? When did you?
This is my first month. This is the first month that I ordered it, and I put them on. I don't do it every day. I do it every other day, but because I don't need it every day, See, when I start feeling pain, then I realize that I don't have the patch on. So then I put the patch on, and before I know it, the pain is gone. I forget all about it. My problem is that I got to remember to take it off after 12 hours, you know, because it'd be so comfortable back there, you know. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's an awesome patch, though. I love it. Hmm?
Yeah, so
Okay.
so what I always recommend is, you know, we all have one of these, right? You know,
Mhm.
and we have an alarm in there that we can set. And so what I do is I go in here and I put a note on the alarm. I'll set one for 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it'll say X39. You know,
Okay.
and I might put a inspirational quote in there for myself. And then at 8 p.m. I'll have another alarm set, and it will say, take off the patch, you know, and maybe I'll have something else there, you know, another inspirational quote for myself. And so that alarm is set to go off every single day, 7 days a week. And so that's what I do. It's good to start off wearing that patch every day because you're not wearing it to treat the pain on a temporary basis. You're wearing it to heal whatever is in the body that is connected to that pain, you know.
Okay.
And so by wearing your patches every day for up to 12 hours, and you can give yourself an alarm to take it off before that 12-hour period. You just, you know, as long as you don't go over that 12 hours, but you can, when you're wearing that patch every day, then, you know, I think that you will start to notice that you won't perhaps have that intermittent pain because you're not consistently wearing the patch. That, you know, you might have a different kind of result, a more consistently feel better result, you know. So it's recommended that you wear it every day to give it a good 90-day test, you know, on your body to really give your body 90 days on the patch, and then assess, you know, everything, you know, at that 90-day period. And most of us that are here have been wearing these patches well beyond that, and can't imagine not having our patches. So so yeah, I recommend that you start off wearing your patches every day. And
Sounds
then
good. Well, I'll
afterwards,
start
after you've
doing
been
that.
wearing them for a while, then you can decide, you know, if you know, want to change the frequency after you've been wearing them for a while.
Okay, good advice.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Mhm.
And thanks for that testimonial. That's an awesome testimonial,
Yes, ma'am.
both you and you know, your lady friends.
Yeah, okay.
A new testimonial, a new one.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear it?
Kim, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, whatever.
Can you hear me?
Valois?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention that Horace is on with an amazing testimony. This is the end of a very long day for him, which is why he's not always on with us. So if we wouldn't mind giving him a chance so that he can really rest afterwards.
Okay, let's go to Horace, and then we'll come back to you, Kim.
Okay.
All right, Horace, you want to unmute yourself?
Can one of you guys unmute him?
I think he's gonna have to unmute yourself, Horace.
I did it. for him.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
No, it didn't.
It didn't do it, but
You've got to unmute yourself, Horace. You can't figure out how to do it?
Yeah.
Just see if you can click on that little mute button, the little microphone?
At the bottom of the page, all the
The
way.
bottom, yeah, at the bottom of your screen on the left.
Bottom
Typically on
left.
the side, left corner.
Yeah, I got it. That wasn't the
All right.
issue. The issue was my little icon wasn't showing up. It was freezing.
All right. All right. We have you now, so wow. Tell us
And
about your experience, and I'm going to mute myself.
so some of you know my story, and some of you don't, as far as some of the health challenges that I've been dealing with over the past couple of years. And I'll try to make this concise, but some of you know also that I'm we're not claiming that. I'm a single amputee. I had to have my leg as a result of my blood becoming septic back in 2016 as a result of diabetic complications, and had to have my left leg below the knee amputated. Well, I mention that because what happened was about a year ago, it started again in my right leg, in my foot. And so that became pretty serious. And of course, we were concerned because, the only thing they wanted to talk about was amputation again, if that did not heal, because what was happening, the infection in the foot had developed into osteomyelitis, which is very difficult to reverse once it's gotten to that point. And so while I was in the hospital back in April for other things, they were also treating me for that as well with antibiotics. And then once I came out, I was not on anything actually. And I was not patching at that point. I had not known about the patch yet. But then once I was introduced to the patching a few months ago, I've been doing it pretty religiously. And just been patching. And so I had to go get an MRI a couple of months ago, and to see what's going on with that. Well, I finally had a chance to go back to my doctor the past Thursday to get the results of the MRI. And the doctor came in with a big smile on his face. He says, "You no longer have osteomyelitis, it's gone." Yeah, it's gone completely, done.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
and I had not been doing any other drugs or anything else. So I know it had a lot to do with patching for sure. So yeah, so I no longer have osteomyelitis in that foot. So I'm very happy about that.
I know you are. My God, that is huge. That is huge. That's massive. That is monumental.
Yeah, because I was just determined. We're not going down that road again. No.
Wow. What a transformation.
That's amazing.
So I'm very
That's
thankful.
amazing.
I'm very thankful for patching. And so I'm definitely going to be spreading the word on that for sure.
I have to say too, Horace, that I can see changes in how you look, your appearance, right? You see that? Younger, more vibrant.
He's glowing.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's not just, I know it's doing more than just, clearing up the infection. It's doing a lot of things there. And I make sure I don't take that for granted because, I told some of you also know that I'm currently on dialysis that I go to 3 times a week as a result of the kidney failure. That's why I was hospitalized back in April. And so, the only thing the doctors want to talk about is, well, just get resigned to the fact that you're going to be on dialysis the rest of your life and blah, blah, and all that. But, that's their thing. It's not mine. because that's another reason why I'm still dedicating myself to using these patches, because I know the body can regenerate itself. That means kidneys and anything else for that matter. I don't plan to be doing this the rest of my life. I plan to be a living testament of regenerating my kidneys. And I know the patches are going to be a great tool to help with that.
It's happening already.
Yeah.
It's already in the works. You can see it like in your energy, you know, in your face, in your energy. Feel.
Well, again, some of you know and some of you don't know, but Valora's, you know, one of my besties. You know, we've known each other for over 20 something years, 25, probably close to 30 years now. But she knows after introducing this to me, when she visited me when I was in the hospital, I couldn't even lift my head. I was that weak, I could not even lift my head. And so now, as you can see, I'm lifting more than my head, and I'm getting around. So I know that a lot has happened since patching. So I'm very grateful for that.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And you know, I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. And I know that, you know, this is just the beginning of all these major breakthroughs with your health. You know, this is just the beginning. So thank you, Horace.
I can see your light. It's pretty clear. Good sign.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay, Kip.
I know I've shared this in the group before, that I've had like digestive issues most of my life. Well, every now and again, I don't know what it is in food, and I eat pretty clean. I eat organic, and I'm a vegetarian, and I try to be really careful with what I put in my body. And I recently was on a trip to Sedona, Arizona, and you know, we did a lot of our own food shopping and cooked in the room. I didn't eat out that much, but there must have been some kind of an ingredient in one of the foods that I ate where my stomach got so distended. And when it gets distended, it looks like I'm like 6 months pregnant, and it's like hard and it hurts. It's hard for me to wear any clothing around my waist. Like I only try to wear elastic when that happens. I wore leggings most of the time when I was there. And I took the glutathione patch and I put it underneath my belly button at night. After I took all my other patches off from during the day, I wore it at night. And in the morning, I noticed my stomach did go down, but I didn't put it on a second day. I only put it on that one day during the night, and it continued to work. And do you know, it pulled out all the toxins that were in my stomach. I got 3 pimples on my face because, you know, the toxins have to go somewhere. They have to come out of your body. So I get them on my face. I'm like, great, you know, whatever. But they didn't stay long. I got rid of them. But my stomach has been down since. I don't have that bloated at all. I mean, I lived with that like for a large portion of my life, and it would hurt. You know, it was like solid hard. It wasn't like a gas stomach. It was just chemical accumulation, I guess. So when I wore the glutathione, like I said, I just wore it that one night, and it continued to work because my stomach went down and the toxins came out on my face. But I thought that was like a miracle because, you know, you go to the doctor, they want to give you medicine. They say it's irritable bowel. They give it a name. Sometimes they don't give it a name. And I was taking supplements, probiotics for that kind of stuff, and it never really helped. You know, but that one time using that glutathione patch, it's gone. I haven't had the problem. I'm thrilled. So now I could really see my weight loss because it's at 15 pounds. So I know I shared this with you guys before, but to me, that's a big deal. So
I hear
So I
you.
could really, really see it now. And I know I've gone down like a size in my clothes. So I'm just so happy about that. But that bloating, I've lived with that for a long time. And I'm just thrilled that that patch did it. I wasn't happy about the pimples, but they went away, thank God. But when you're pulling the toxins out of your body, it has to come out somewhere. And that's
Yeah.
where it comes out on your skin.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And it's such a, I mean, most of us, I think a lot of us have heard that health begins in the gut, right? And when typically when there's weight problems, it's all happening in the gut, and getting the gut health in balance, it just takes care of everything in the body,
Yes.
So it's a beautiful thing to know that those two patches, X39 and glutathione, work in that kind of way. You put that glutathione on and wow, detox major that.
It
And
was.
glutathione, for those of you who don't know, glutathione patch is glutathione is a powerful antioxidant. It's our body's most abundant antioxidant. The body naturally makes glutathione, and just like our stem cells, over time, our glutathione levels start to decline. So the glutathione patch is a really great patch to have as you start to stretch out and explore some of the other patches. That is one that when you're ready to include that in your arsenal, because that's our immune booster, and it helps to keep us healthy and strong in the face of all these viruses going around. It's part of our first line of defense. So thanks for sharing that, Kim.
I just wanted to say something quickly about the glutathione patch. I have used it for pain, putting it directly on pain, and felt relief instantly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's amazing how people experiment with these patches in all kinds of ways, and as a result, we get all these different kind of testimonials of different ways to try these patches. And they're not all part of the clinical trials. Most of it isn't. It's our own exploration with these patches, and we can experiment with them in a lot of different ways. So I'm going to give it over to Lurleen so she can talk about the patch placement and hydration and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, there are many clinical studies behind these patches, double blind, done just the way they're supposed to be done. And in these studies, the patch placement was either behind the neck on C7 or 2 fingers below the belly button on the down chin. So those are the 2 that we know, but you can put the patch anywhere. And I think people have already said, I put it on my knee and, it helped with the pain and so forth. So it really doesn't matter. But what is important is that you leave it on for 12 hours and take it off. And then if you forget, as I have many times, slept with a patch on and awakened in the morning and wondered how I didn't know that it was still on me, then you skip the next day so that you give your body a break and then restart the process. Actually, here I have the patch on my hand today, so that's where I'm wearing it. At the same time, you're going to drink lots of water. Many of us drink lots of water. You probably need to increase your water even so that there's a flow going on, so that any detox can take place, so that those stem cells can move easily, so that everything flows very easily in the body.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you, Lurleen. Those are all the important things to know. And it's pretty simple, you know, it's pretty simple stuff. You know,
Yeah.
patch on, patch off, drink lots of water, you know, take good care of ourselves, get some exercise, you know, keep our bodies, you know, in motion, and that's what's required to help our bodies stay young, stay healthy, stay full of energy and vitality, to self-heal and regenerate and rejuvenate and all that. So so with that being said, does anybody have any questions? And let me just go to Lois. How are you doing, Lois? You know, let me reach out to you.
Unmute. I think pretty good. I've been on the patches since April, and just tonight I realized something. I think when Valerie was speaking, and I have gone to a cardiologist for several years, and there was some issue. And recently I had a nuclear stress test, and a cardiac nuclear stress test. And the cardiologist said after, I couldn't be happier. And I'm like, wow. But I didn't attribute it to anything until tonight, I think when Valerie was speaking. So something's working on the inside, definitely. So I'm very pleased, and every day I put the patch on. So, but there are a couple of areas. I have neuropathy in my foot because I had a neuroma removed several years ago. And, you know, I'm still waiting for maybe some change in that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm pleased. Thank you, Lurleen.
Yeah.
And you wanted to sleep better. This comes and goes. The sleep.
Yes. The
Yeah.
sleep, yeah, that's an issue, right? And the sleep patches really didn't work so well for me.
Okay. You might want to try the Alavita.
Okay.
It's kind of a strong patch, but for people that have sleep challenges and maybe don't find that one patch is enough, like the sleep patch, or you're not getting sleep even with wearing the X39. You're wearing the X39 during the daytime, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So
I'm waiting for the dream spray to come out.
Yeah, you and I both.
Right.
I'm waiting on that too.
B3.
Yeah, but Lois was just saying, and I put on my spray and I went and I was like, I want that spray. So yeah, it's coming. It'll be here before we know it, because we're practically in October. So
Right.
you know,
Right.
everything is in full acceleration. But what I was going to say to you is that I think when it comes to nerve pain, like I suffered from sciatica for like 3 solid years, couldn't sleep at nighttime because the sciatica would fire up at nighttime.
Right.
And it totally disrupted my sleep. And when I started wearing the patch, that was one of the major reasons why I started what I wanted to see resolve. And it took some time. It didn't happen real quick. It took months, but then all of a sudden it was just completely gone. Just completely gone, and has not returned since. You know, this is I noticed in December. I started patching like in June of last year, and by December my sciatica was gone and has never come back.
So I'm hopeful.
So just keep going. Sometimes, it just takes time. But I always tell people, if we've been dealing with something for 3 years or 5 years, or even a couple of years, or however long, a lot of things that we've all been dealing with have been ongoing for quite some time.
Right.
So even if it takes the body a year to get in and just bring everything into balance, it is so worth it. The greatest gift we can give ourselves is patience, patience, and just do everything that we know we need to be doing to sustain the health of the body, and be grateful for these amazing bodies that we're in, take good care of them, and just be patient and take good care of yourself. Do everything you need to do, water, exercise, patching, eat right, be happy, live good. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything before we close out? Okay. All right. Well, that being said, this concludes our Monday night Zoom call.
Actually, I have something else I wanted to share.
Yeah, absolutely, Horace.
I just had a realization about something, because when I go to dialysis, one of the things they do, they're very particular about making sure they keep up with my labs while I'm there as well, and they do that every month actually. And so today I got my lab results back, because one of the things they get concerned about when you're doing this kind of treatment is your phosphorus levels, your potassium levels can't get too high. Your proteins, needing to have enough of that, and a whole array of a lot of other things they have to check. Well, when I went in today, they gave me my lab results for the month. Everything is normal.
Yes.
Everything
I'm
is
gonna leave
normal.
this meeting, but they had a lot of.
Oh, she came.
Somebody needs to be muted. Who was that? Okay. Sorry, Horace.
What happened?
Go ahead. Continue. I think
So I was really happy about that. Everything was normal.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
I mean, all of these breakthroughs. Oh, that's my feedback. That's what I'm hearing.
No, that was Valerie. She just left. That was
Okay.
Valerie. Yeah.
Okay. So, so beautiful, Horace. These stem cells are doing miraculous things in your body, and I know from week to week we're going to hear more and more amazing things from you. And I can't wait to hear what's next. Can't wait. So awesome. Okay, so for our those of us who are in the Wednesday group, we know that we'll be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. So see you all there. Everybody else, I'll see you back here next Monday, same time, same station. So much love, everyone.
Thank you.
Unmute yourself and say good night to everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Everyone.
Bye. Have a nice week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. And all the blessings to Florida.
Yeah,
Thank
blessings.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Right. Lemuria,
Yes.
hi. I was just saying, if you need a volunteer for next week to talk about the patches and their placement, I'm just putting my hand up.
All right. You got it, Shirley.
Thank you.
Awesome. You got
Yes.
it.
Thank you.
So,
Kim. Hey,
Yes.
Kim.
Yes.
Thank you. You just gave me an idea, because my stomach has been bothering me since yesterday, and I just finished eating dinner, and it just triggered it again. So I'm going to try that patch tonight or in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Just be prepared. You're going to get pimples.
Temporarily though, temporarily.
Okay, okay.
This is just coming up and out. That's all.
Yes, it's
Drink a lot of
releasing.
water. Drink a
Okay,
lot of
drink
water.
a lot of water.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
All right, good
Good
night.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Night,
Bless
everyone.
you. Yes,
Bye, everyone.